Shops like this, they keep America moving. But every year there are fewer and fewer people to turn the wrenches. The skilled technician shortage isn't a future problem, it's already here.
The technician shortage is very serious. We've got basically 400,000 shortage of technicians. Every year that's becoming like 70,000 more.
I've always felt at home in shops like this. My dad was a technician for years. I followed him into the trade. I eventually left it, but it never left me.
Yeah, one of the things I don't think that a lot of people understand about this business is the amount of training that goes into it. And it's not just a one and done kind of thing at all. You know, if you've been in the business for 30 years, you know, especially at the dealership level, there's new stuff every year and usually during the year.
Being a technician, that's difficult to understand for some people is the level of dedication that you have to have, the amount of tools that you have to acquire from a multitude of different places, not just going down to the local AutoZone and picking up a mechanic set, but not getting frustrated when things get too hard and learning how to stay focused and clear-minded to actually get something done.
Something most people don't understand about being a technician is, especially in the modern car era, is the adaptability of skills. People think of just the mechanical skills of how an engine or transmission works, but there's so much more to it that like applies to real life skills that it's helped me incredibly outside of work.
I chose the trade because it's very hands-on and I just like working with my hands. And the college experience, I kind of got into the trade school, so that's kind of like what I went down into. And I've always worked on cars whenever I was young, so I kind of got into that path early.
The reason I chose to be in the automotive industry instead of going to college was I've always been a grease monkey in the garage with my dad, my next door neighbor. It's something that's come second nature to me. I did try to go to college and community college for a little bit, and I can't sit still long enough to do any of that stuff, and so I just decided to go with what I know how to do best, and that's wrench on cars.
What I love most about my job, well, I definitely like the people. Definitely the work environment is great. You know, having a group of guys that, you know, have the same energy. And also, I mean, I do actually enjoy working on the cars. Sometimes these newer cars, it can be interesting and different than what maybe you're used to.
I do like the flat rate aspect of the career because you have like the freedom of an independent contractor, but you also have like the safety and reliability of being an hourly employee.
Working in a male-dominated industry is not what most people think it is. I'm not treated any differently. I am in an island in a sense where I am the only female in a shop full of males, but you couldn't tell them that. They're opening, they're welcoming.
I think it's crucial for the public to know the role as a technician and how important that is. Things constantly evolving and changing. I've been doing this for about 11 years now, and just in the 11 years I've been doing it, it's completely different. I think if there's something everyone should understand about the role of a service advisor, it would be we do many different things. We work with many different departments to try and bring everything together. It plays a critical role in how things operate and how smoothly they go into service.
What gives me hope for the future of the automotive industry while teaching these students today is their willingness to learn. These students, they're sponges. They're just soaking it up. If we get those students that come in and they just want to learn, and they have to. The way the industry is evolving every day. Automobiles are changing literally every single day, and you have to keep learning. To be a master technician today, there's so many hats that we have to wear, right? You have to be a mechanic. You have to be able to know and understand how mechanical things work. You have to be a plumber. We deal with fluid power all day, every day, with coolant systems, brake hydraulic systems, power steering systems. Now a lot of it's gone electronic. Electrician, you have to be an electrician. IT specialist. I mean, there's so many different hats that we wear. HVAC technician, we do all that. All that's in your car running down the road. And we have to be able to go in and be able to diagnose and repair this and fix it right the first time. I think that can really attract the younger generation because there's so many different opportunities out there.
What makes a great technician? Well, you got to have someone that's willing to learn, obviously, and you got to put the pride in the back seat, because if you come into this business thinking you know, you're going to realize really quick that you don't know anything. And that's what's the benefit of going through, say, a dealer-sponsored type of training system, is you've got the guys that have the experience to kind of hold your hand along the way, for lack of a better term. But you got to have someone willing to learn and expand their mind and put all their preconceived notions away. You know, coming up through school, I was never, ever even remotely interested in pursuing college at all. I was more of a hands-on guy. But even doing the hands-on stuff, in order to be good at it and master, or try to master the trade, it requires studying, but that kind of studying interests me. That's kind of what, at least what drove me, and I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way.
Without the good technicians, the ones that are supporting the customer's vehicles, the ones that are getting out the vehicles in a timely manner, repaired correctly, customer drives out with their vehicle being safe, that's a big deal. A lot of people don't realize how important that is to a dealer's reputation, but we do realize how valuable the technician is, and they will always be the backbone of our car dealership.
When it comes to discussions about technician shortage, especially with Ford Motor Company, because that's who we are affiliated with, I know Ford has tried for years to do an education to build up the technician base, but unfortunately that trickle has not trickled down to the dealerships yet. I just want to say a little bit about the Kentucky Automobile Dealers Association and the importance of it. The KADA allows us to have a voice at the table, no matter how small the dealer is or how big the dealer is. And I have been blessed since 2017 to represent the dealers in the 6th District of Kentucky. On Monday, I found out that I had been appointed as the NADA director for the state of Kentucky. And that is huge. It's huge for me because it allows me to listen with a bigger ear and also to have a bigger voice at the table in Washington, D.C. If we want to bring in the next generation of technicians, we need to go out and shake the bushes, go to the schools, build the excitement, show them what they can do. We need that excitement again. We need to remove the phones and the tablets from these kids' hands and put tools back in them so that they can build something.
My name is Keith Smith, and I'm here to help tell the story, the real story of America's technicians. The people who show up every day, put in long hours, and keep this country moving one repaired mile at a time. If we're going to attract the next generation to this trade, we have to close a growing gap, not between people, but between stories. The story the industry is telling, the story young people believe about this career, and the story technicians are actually living. A story that includes both pride and real challenges that deserve to be heard. Because behind every repair is a problem solver. Behind every new technician is a mentor who showed them the way. And behind every bay door is a world of dedication, frustration, accomplishment, and a future worth fighting for. My hope is to help bridge those stories, to honor the technicians turning the wrenches today, those who, quite literally, keep America moving, and to show the next generation that this path can be meaningful, respected, and sustainable. This work matters. The people matter. And the heart behind this trade has always been and will always be human.